Hi race fans, and welcome once again to Angel Stadium for Round 3 of the 2026 Monsterenergy AMA Supercross Championship. Anaheim is back on the schedule, and with it comes one of the most important early checkpoints of the season. After some rain earlier in the week, conditions have stabilized, and everything points toward a solid race day. Expect mostly cloudy skies, with temperatures topping out in the mid-60s. Comfortable weather, but with track conditions that could still be tricky as the day wears on. All eyes are on Eli Tomac as the gate prepares to drop. Tomac arrives at Anaheim riding the momentum of a perfect start to the season, having captured back-to-back victories to open 2026. 2 rounds in, and he has already separated himself as the benchmark. Behind him, Ken Roczen and Hunter Lawrence occupy second and third in the standings, after their strong performances and late race intensity in San Diego last weekend. Chase Sexton sits 4th overall, a position that doesn't fully reflect his speed. After slamming into the gate in San Diego and starting dead last, Sexton charged through the field in impressive fashion. That kind of ride doesn't go unnoticed, especially heading into a technical Anaheim layout. Just behind Sexton, Yamaha's Justin Cooper continues to quietly build momentum. Cooper has moved forward in both main events so far this season, showing consistency and race intelligence, while Cooper Webb currently sits 7th after a start to the year that hasn't fully reflected his true potential. The big question heading into tonight is whether any of these riders, or someone else entirely, can interrupt Tomac's early dominance, or if ET3 will leave Anaheim with a perfect 3-for-3 record. In the 250SX West division, the spotlight is just as intense. Hayden Deegan enters Anaheim with the points lead following his San Diego victory, a win that came with plenty of discussion after contact with teammate and Anaheim 1 winner Max Anstey. Anstey sits 2nd in the standings thanks to his 1-5 finishes to start the season, while Chance Hymas, Michael Moseman, and Ryder DiFrancesco round out the top 5. Levi Kitchen currently holds 6th overall after crashing in the first turn of both main events so far. Despite those setbacks, his finishes of 6th and 4th underscore just how strong his speed has been. If Kitchen can simply put himself in clean air early, a podium or even a win feels inevitable based on how efficiently he's been slicing through the field. The first 250SX Group A qualifying session gave an early glimpse into how aggressive riders were willing to be with the Anaheim track. Michael Moseman set the tone early by becoming the first rider to triple into the rhythm section immediately following the whoops. Moments later, Hayden Deegan raised the bar even further by going triple-triple out of the whoops, making him the first rider to successfully execute that line. It's a massive commitment on a 250F, and while it's clearly faster, the real challenge will be consistency, especially once the track starts breaking down later in the evening. Deegan's opening fast lap of 102.745 put him at the top of the charts. Levi Kitchen followed with a 102.962, making them the only 2 riders under the 104 mark. Maximus Bolin sat 3rd early with a 104.488, continuing his solid form after winning his heat race in San Diego. Chance Heiners slotted into 4th with a 104.395, while Moseman's 104.646 rounded out the top 5. Max Anstey's best lap came later in the session, leaving him 10th with a 105.473, clearly still building toward comfort on the track. When the checkered flag flew, Deegan remained fastest, with Kitchen right on his heels. The 450SX Group A session followed, and from the outset, it was clear the pace was going to escalate quickly. Eli Tomac was the early standard setter with a 104.120, while Hunter Lawrence responded with a strong 104.547. As riders found their rhythm, lap times dropped rapidly. The triple-triple out of the whoops proved just as challenging for the 450 class, demanding precision and confidence. Tomac's early time didn't last long. Ken Roczen posted a 103.911, Justin Cooper answered with a 103.353, and then Tomac responded immediately with a 102.904. Chase Sexton then made his presence felt in a big way, jumping to the top of the board with a 102.252 before lowering the bar even further with the first sub-102 lap of the day, a blistering 101.970. Tomac's 102.902 ended the session's second fastest. Sexton later admitted that even that lap wasn't perfect, suggesting there was still more speed available. The raw pace is clearly there. The real test will come later tonight when the track deteriorates and rhythm lines evolve. In 450SX Group B, Garrett Marchbanks returned after missing round 2 with a concussion and immediately showed pace. His 104.307 topped the session as he looks to rebound from a DNQ-DNR start to the season and re-establish himself in the field. The second round of 250SX qualifying turned into a head-to-head showcase between Deegan and Kitchen. Deegan grabbed the fake hole shot and led the field early, but from there, the two traded fastest laps repeatedly. Kitchen briefly took over with a 102.089, only for Deegan to respond. After several exchanges, Deegan laid down a 1.00591 to secure the fastest 250SX time of the day. Watching the two of them chip away at tenths was a masterclass in precision. Club MX Yamaha teammates Hunter Yoder and Max Volan jumped into the top 5 early, with Yoder even briefly holding P1. Anstey rebounded strongly from his first session, climbing to 3rd. Ryder DiFrancesco finished 4th, with Yoder rounding out the top 5 as the session wrapped up. The second 450SX Group A session was equally intense. Ken Roxon led the way after the practice start, with Cooper Webb close behind. Webb put together a clean opening lap, attacking the rhythms and timing sections to post a 101.134. Roxon and Jason Anderson followed with laps of 1.00847 and 1.00946 respectively, pushing the pace even further. Sexton responded with a 1.00880 to slide into second, while Tomac's attempt was hampered by a small mistake in the long rhythm section, leaving him 9th with a 1.01.922. Then Sexton found another level. A stunning 59.951 vaulted him into P1, making him the only rider to dip under the 1-minute mark. Justin Cooper, RJ Hampshire, and Jorge Prado all found their way into the top 5 as times continued to fall. Late in the session, Sexton crashed in the whoops, but quickly remounted and rode off under his own power, a reassuring sight. With the top qualifying spot already secured, he exited through the tunnel as the clock hit 0, leaving Anaheim buzzing about what he might bring when the lights come on. Anaheim is set, the pace is high, the margins are razor thin, and the storylines are stacking up fast. What unfolds tonight will go a long way towards shaping the early direction of the 2026 Supercross season.